Oop. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Rocanville Arena here. We're just getting some warm-up ready to go. And yeah, I'm just trying out the new feed and the new system here. So just if you can, give me a message, make sure it's working right, and we'll go from there. So we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter tonight. So should be actually a pretty good show here. So, of course, these are two teams in the top of the league again, like they most times are. Tigers are, of course, in the South Division this year because there's some more teams in the league. And in the North Division, of course, the Theodore Buffalos, no question there. They're leading in the North Division again. Having a little bit of a battle, though, this year. It's not just that it's not simple as it used to be. There's the Swan Valley Axemen that are on the Buffalo's tail, and they will be from all the way along. Trish, thanks very much for joining us. I will try to see if I can zoom in on Mr. Number 7 for you. If I see him running around here, I haven't seen him out yet, actually, if I'm not mistaken. That's Mackenzie Flett, but if anybody's wondering who I'm talking about, thanks, though, Trish, for the messages from BC. Yeah, definitely. Give us a message where you guys are all from. If you're from Theodore, or if you're from Rocanville, if you're from way out in the middle of nowhere, if you're on vacation, wherever you are tonight, be sure to go and give us a message, and we'll be there all the way with you all night long. We've got some special news. We're going to see if it'll work in the first intermission. We will have the Monday Nooner, one of the Monday Nooner gentlemen joining us. I think it's Brandon that's going to be joining us tonight to talk a little bit about some more senior hockey around the area and also talking a little bit about provincials. And they've got some exciting news about what's happening there coming up as well. We're about 25 minutes, 30 minutes away from puck drop here in Rocanville. Hopefully, again, this feed is working well. I see a few messages and guys are saying they're watching, so I hope all is working well for you out there in the social media side of things, and hope everything's going well wherever you're watching from here tonight. We take a look at the Buff bench. It looks a little bit different tonight without one guy missing on that bench. That would be Josh Garbett. Josh, if you are watching, how are you doing? But tonight, back with the older crew here. Dick Onslow will take over as the coach tonight for one game. And hopefully Josh will be back here, I think, next week or the week after. I'm not sure exactly when, but he'll be back soon enough, I hope. So, there's Mackenzie. Just taking a little bit of a skate out there tonight. Getting ready to go. If there's any other players you want me to focus on or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be glad to go and show off some more players or anything else here. Looks like the Theodore Buffs have pretty well a full lineup here tonight. So do the Rocanville Tigers. They have pretty well a good lineup as well here tonight for a big battle of the Sask East Hockey League. See how it all goes as shakes down tonight. Looks like the same two goaltenders that were playing last year in the Game 5 of the league final are going to start it off here tonight. It looks like Warren Shimko is warming up for the Buffaloes, and looks like it will be Dakota Berezowski warming up for the Rocanville Tigers. Although I think that's Ben Fulliard in right now in net just to do some shots on him too. Never know. Might need these back up. You never know when that could be. as we get them, we'll try to give the updates of the scores as well from the Langenburg-Rapella game, which is also going on here tonight. That game should be just about ready to get going here. I think it's an 8 o'clock puck drop over at Rapella tonight. Warriors, of course, are competing in the South Division and are also right on the Rocanville Tigers' tail, just like the Swan Valley Axemen are on the Buffalos' tail. The Langenburg Warriors, with a pretty darn talented team this year, are chasing and trying to catch the Rocanville Tigers after that 5-4 loss just before Christmas here. So I'm going to set this down for a few minutes here. I'm going to go and just put on some just generic music and a picture saying the Buff game is coming up. You've seen a little bit of warm-ups here. It looks like everybody's ready to roll here soon enough. There's another couple minutes left of warm-ups, but we'll go from there. Stay tuned. We're going to be having the Rocanville Tigers and the Theodore Buffalos coming up here in just a little bit. Thank you.
the Power Swing, the Gulp 2 drive-over hopper, and now the Extend. Westfield has the solution to make your job easier. Westfield's Extend for the MKX 130 is fast, easy to use, and convenient. The Extend retracts to allow the grain trailer to pull up. Once the trailer is in position, the swing tube is extended, and the Power Swing moves the low-profile hopper into position with ease. When unloading is complete, the Extend retracts, so the grain trailer can drive away. Extend. Swing side to side. Retract. It couldn't be easier. It's not an ordinary auger. It's a Westfield.
All across Canada, canola farmers face ever-changing challenges. To help overcome them, InVigor Hybrid Canola from BASF continually invests in developing new technology for your farm. Of course, innovation alone didn't put us on the map. You did. Thanks to you, InVigor has been grown on more acres than any other canola hybrid, so you can expect more when it counts most.
Hi everybody, it's Adam here again. We're just getting the ice cleaned up here in Rocanville, and soon we'll be ready to go. So with some hockey action. Again, Theodore Buffalos taking on the Rocanville Tigers here tonight. If you do get some scores or anything that you want to post up here, just let me know. I'll try to get them up as fast as possible. We do have some help here tonight. Thank you very much to Mr. Phil Decker, who's doing our statistician work again here tonight. Of course, I've lost my color commentary crew a little bit because he had to be on the bench tonight. So he's a little preoccupied tonight. So, but maybe we'll get his post-game thoughts or something for tomorrow if we are streaming again. We'll see how this works. Also, in the first intermission, be sure to stay tuned. We will have a live, quick little segment with one of the gentlemen from the Monday Nooner podcast here. He's going to join us live during the first intermission, so you won't want to miss that. And should be a great game here tonight in Rocanville. These two teams, of course, are some of the best teams in the Sask Hockey League and probably in senior hockey in general. They're going to clean up the ice here. We're going to go back to the banner for a little bit, and once we're ready to go, we'll start it up here. You won't miss a thing. Talk to you soon. See you in a bit.
All across Canada, canola farmers face ever-changing challenges. To help overcome them, Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF continually invests in developing new technology for your farm. Of course, innovation alone didn't put us on the map. You did. Thanks to you, Invigor has been grown on more acres than any other canola hybrid, so you can expect more when it counts most.
The Power Swing, the Gulp 2 drive-over hopper, and now the Extend. Westfield has the solution to make your job easier. Westfield's Extend for the MKX 130 is fast, easy to use, and convenient. The Extend retracts to allow the grain trailer to pull up. Once the trailer is in position, the swing tube is extended, and the Power Swing moves the low-profile hopper into position with ease. When unloading is complete, the Extend retracts, so the grain trailer can drive away. Extend. Swing side to side. Retract. It couldn't be easier. It's not an ordinary auger. It's a Westfield.
Well, once again, good evening, everyone, from Rocanville here at the Rocanville Arena. We've got the Theodore Buffalos and the Rocanville Tigers coming up right away here. Teams are just getting lined up over in the locker rooms areas, into the area, ready to hit the ice, I guess, right away here. So I thought I'd better bring you back up and let's get going here. Two referees tonight. I know one is Mark Jacobs, and then I think is it Rusnak out there? I think so. Yeah, Mr. Rusnak will be the other referee here tonight over in Rocanville. Big game for both of these teams. Both of them have teams chasing them in their standings, and they are trying to keep ahead of each other and even trying to get that home ice advantage. If they make it to the league finals, of course, they want to be number one first. Coming out for the Rocanville Tigers, number 39, Dakota Berezowski.
Here they are, led by number 39, Dakota Berezowski. Here are your Rocanville Tigers!
Pretty full lineup here for tonight for the Rocanville Tigers. A few new additions this year that maybe you haven't heard of for a little while. One is the big guy over there that just got back onto the bench, number 25, Brett Hope. And here comes the Theodore Buffalos being led out by goaltender Warren Shimko, wearing the blacks here tonight for the Theodore Buffalos. As I was saying over, though, the Rocanville Tigers do have a few new additions to this year to their roster. Brett Hope is one of them. Another one that is brand new for the Rocanville Tigers, he played for the Buffs last year, is 91. Scott Whitus, I'm not sure if I see him on the bench tonight here for the Tigers, as well as number 16, Mason Zayola. He's a new guy as well, who played for the Buffalos again in limited action last year. Starting lineup for the Theodore Buffalos. Looks like it'll be going with captain number 91, Derek Schwartz, or not, he's heading off. Just waiting for these guys here. We got four guys. Yep, now we got five. We're just about to do O Canada.
If you please rise, if you're able, for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, about to get underway here in Rocanville tonight. Your starting lineup for the Theodore Buffalos, who are making some more adjustments, it looks like, as they are ready to head out. And the trainer, Jeremy Kudrick, chucks the water bottle over to Warren Shimko. Looks like we're going to start off with number 9, Tony Roebuck up front. He's going to be joined with number 22, Zach McIntyre, and number 89, Keenan Taphorn, I believe. And again, apologize in advance. I will probably get the Taphorns mixed up a few times here tonight. Keenan. This is Keenan. Keenan out there. On the back end, we've got number 4, Blaine Thompson, and number 10, Curtis Decker. And of course, starting tonight, Warren Shimko has a 2.09 goals against average when we start this one. And the Buffs win the draw. Roebuck wins this one back over to Thompson. Thompson to Decker. Thompson pitches this one up. Roebuck tries to break through the defense. Howie blocks him off. Rocanville now loses the puck in their own zone. Here is Roebuck, shoots! And that one there is deflected off to the side of the boards. Here's a nice shot there by that's McIntyre. And Rocanville gets that out of their zone. Nice big hit there by Blaine Thompson. I believe that was on number 16, Mason Ziola. Decker here tries to get this one worked up and gets it out of the zone, but just quickly trapped back in by the Rocanville Tigers. Two guys are tangled up there, an extra push, and there is a penalty called holding, and that's going to be up against the Theodore Buffalos, I believe. Number 89, Keegan Taphorn. No, or not. He's going off ice for some reason. I'm sure he's got the penalty. Yeah. He's got equipment problem or something going on. Looks like Zach McIntyre's heading to the penalty box in this one. To serve it for him. I'm sure it was Taphorn who got the penalty. Giving some instructions over to Coach Norm Garbett. And the Rocanville Tigers will get the first power play of this game, 59 seconds into this period. 51, actually, sorry. Tigers, their defense here. That's number 4, Dylan Reavy. Reavy, with a new haircut this year, gets this puck back down into the deeper into the zone. Nice little pass in front, and that can't quite get Halcrow. Tigers now with it again, shoots! Save made by Shimko. Sperling will pick that up and get that one all the way down the ice.
David to 22. Okay.
Hope with it. Goes back down, gets it around, and back up to Brett Hope. Hope working this out of his zone.
Theodore Buffalos penalty, number 22, Zach McIntyre. 2 minutes for holding. That's McIntyre. 2 minutes for holding at 19:11.
Rocanville still with it here. Now the Buffs just hanging around there for a moment as Lamb dumps this one deep back into the zone. And here's Caden Taphorn. Back. What's that? Rocanville with it, though. Heading back up ice. That one's missed. And that's going to be icing against the Rocanville Tigers. Not really much of an organization in this power play. Can't really get it into the zone. Little chance right off the bat, but haven't got a whole lot since.
No, it's not what we customarily see from Rocanville when they get on a power play. They're usually pretty strong.
I should also introduce once again, Phil Decker is here with us, mainly doing stats, but he's here to talk on the mic and give us some opinions on this game as well. We thank him very much again for coming out and doing this with us. Rocanville trying to get something organized here. He goes behind the net, and now they'll step this one out. Howie. Over to, that's number 23, Dakota Otters? Nope, Cole Roberts. Robideau with a shot, misses the net. Dylan Haney with it. Haney working behind the net. Quick pass out front, and that one there completely missed. Halcrow. So the Rocanville Tigers will have to go back into this end as the Theodore Buffalos penalty is about to expire. Tigers trying to work this one up as McIntyre leaves the penalty box, and that one there, can't believe it's not icing, but didn't hurt the Buffs any. And now it could still, nice little tip up, deflected, and that one there will be inside the Theodore zone.
I think they waved off the icing. The defending team lifted the Rocanville Tigers stick just as the puck was going by.
Fair enough. Didn't quite miss the lift. This one here, Taphorn, mixed up draw, and this goes over to, quickly tried to pass it up to Roebuck, and he couldn't control that one, trying to work around Brett Hope. Hope gets this one back, takes this one, and tries to work it back around the net here. This is the Tigers, trying to get out of their zone. Nice little job there by Taphorn to try to keep it in, just gets out, and that buffs her right back in the zone. Taphorn takes a shot, shoots, a nice little, just deflects and misses the net. Another chance here, and can't get nothing on. That was Taphorn. Rocanville shoots this one down the ice, and Kenzie Flett goes and catches up to catch this puck up. Here's Blaine Thompson with it. Thompson to Tony Roebuck, playing center tonight. Roebuck does a little dance or tries to make it around Hope. Doesn't make it. Hope tries to give him a little bit of a shot afterwards. Doesn't work as well because Tony's pretty quick. Here is Schwartz now. Schwartz pitches this one out, and Hope ends up back with that puck and gets it down the ice to the Rocanville Tigers, who pitch it into the Buffs owner. Chases this one down. That's Mason Ziola. Buffs now with it. Schwartz, three guys with him. Here's Taphorn. Taphorn shoots. Save made by Berezowski, and he'll hang on. Not a bad start to the period for the Buffaloes, except for that penalty. Other than that, though, not a bad little start for the Theodore Buffalos tonight.
No, it's a slower start than what we're used to seeing with these two clubs for sure.
Absolutely. Here's Vrana. Takes the draw, and he doesn't win this one. Rocanville gets this one up and into over center ice. It's pitched up, tipped, I believe, and out of play. So it'll be just outside the Theodore zone here for the draw. Other scores to tell you about tonight. In the first period, it's in the second period, I should say. Melville Millionaires are now up 5-1 over in the second period against the Yorkton Terriers. That could get entertaining after a while if you're at that game, I would think. And this one's going up and back down as this one goes in for icing. 2-1. 2-1 Estevan for end of the second intermission. And in this one here, I don't have any scores yet from the Langenburg Warriors or the Wapella Blackhawks at the moment. Once I do, I will let you know more on that one. It started at 8 o'clock tonight. Be a little more interesting to see what happens there after a little bit. Buffs win this draw. Lamb pitches it around behind the net. As this one here, a little bit of a draw or tangle up there. Here's Taphorn trying to shoot it back down a little bit. Blocks it, brings it back in. Brings it up to, kicks it out to center ice, and Schwartz just couldn't quite get a hold of that one. Theodore now. Lamb waits for a few guys to get closer to touching up. Pitches this one back down into the Rocanville zone. Lamb again with the puck. Tries to hit Ryan Smith. He wasn't looking, and Rocanville ends up back with the puck. This is Robideau behind his own net. Pitches this one up quickly over. And this one here can't still get into the Theodore zone as the Buffs pitch it down deep again. Sperling is going to go off here with a little bit of a, looking like he's grabbing his face a little bit there. Not sure what happened exactly. Nevertheless, Rocanville has this one behind their net. Rocanville takes this one into center ice. Pitches this one deep because looked like some guys were going to go for a change. But Daniel Green goes right on top of Shimko. He has to hold on for the whistle. Yeah, a little bit of a slower start here in Theodore tonight. It'll pick up, don't you worry. It definitely will in a little bit. But, yeah, just a little bit slower of a start. Buffs are good, though, on the draw tonight so far, as they win another one here in their own zone. As Taphorn tries to pitch this one in, doesn't quite go into the Rocanville zone. But the Tigers there, that is Hallcrow, pitches this one over, and here comes the Tigers into the Theodore Buff zone. Shimko goes behind the net to play this one. Pitches it around over to Taphorn. Taphorn gets this one out of the zone, but a little bit of a touch up there by the Rocanville Tigers, and they end up back with the puck. Decker gets this puck. So calm with the puck is Curtis Decker. And away here we go again for the Buffalos back down the ice. And Rocanville have to pick it up back in their zone. Buff's doing a very good job of keeping everything almost out of their zone or if it does go in their zone, it don't stay there for very long. Flett with a big hit there over on number 23, Cole Roberts. Reavy with it. Reavy works this one around his net, tries to make a move around Tapmore, and he does. And this one ends up going into Derek Schwartz's equipment, down, back for the Theodore Buffalos. Here's Schwartz. Pitches this one over to Vrana. Vrana with it. Colby Vrana takes a shot there, and that one there is deflected along to the back of the side of the net. Schwartz with it. Trying to get this one around. Back over to Colby Vrana, who loses it. And here comes the Rocanville Tigers pitching this one up really quickly here, and they get this into the Theodore Buff zone. Being chased down here, that would be number 15, Eric Lemoyne. And the Buffs get the puck, head back into the zone. Here's Schwartz with it. Schwartz tries to make a little move around Robideau. Gets the puck right onto the goaltender. And that one there goes along the side of the net. And now here's Delane Lamb going in deep. Schwartz with it. Schwartz pitches off over to Lamb, makes a shot and doesn't go, hits the side of the net. Flett pitches it around. Robideau gets it there, working the puck along the boards. And Robideau will get this one out of the Rocanville zone. Rocanville pitches this one deep and tries to chase down for it again. Here's an opportunity for Rocanville. Robideau can't quite get it out. Chimko still out. Chimko can't grab that one. And Robideau had an opportunity there to try to sneak it by the goalie. Luckily, there's lots of Buffalos in the paint to try to hold that one out. Lamb, though, gets this one over to Kalanche. Over to Ryan Smith. And here is Mackenzie Flett with it. Flett over to Kalanche. Kalanche can't handle that one, but it's still good. Ryan Smith gets it. He's working it in the zone, trying to pitch it around. And there is Jordan Evans with it. Takes a shot and goes around the net. Misses the net. Curtis Decker with it. Decker going down a little bit. Here's Kalanche. Logan Kalanche trying to work this one back in. And the Buffs have it way down into the Rocanville end. Smith takes a shot there. Rebound. And as Smith's stick goes flying up in the air, Dakota Berezowski hangs on to that one for the whistle. I'm hoping the feed's working well. Let's see what we have for comments here. I hope we got lots. If everything's working well, just let me know. Again, I can't really tell very much on my end. You betcha, Mark. Great to see some guys from Theodore watching the feed here tonight. As the Rocanville Tigers work this one out of the zone. That was Brett Hope taking it out. And here is Eli Hulkrow. Pitches this one over. And here comes the Tigers. Trying to get something working, but misses the puck. And Keenan Sperling moves this one back down. And this one gets into the Rocanville zone. 10:44 gone here in the 10:41 into the first here, and there is no score yet to talk to you about, as that one there is shot deflected out of play. That was Mason Ziola making the shot, and Decker will pitch that one out.
Yeah, used a quick strike there by the defenseman to get a stick on that puck and deflect it up and over Shimka.
Yep. Just not a lot of chances yet for Rocanville here tonight, but you know they're going to come eventually. And when they do, they're usually try to capitalize as quick as they can. Doing a nice job of working this around. That's Colby Vrana, and Mason Ziola pushes him a little bit, but Vrana ends up with the puck and brings this one out.
Rocanville Senior Tigers would like to thank Deckers, H2O, and Spirits to Go for their continued support. And don't forget, if you buy your 50-50 ticket before the end of the first intermission, you'll be entered in for a $50 gift card donated by Deckers, H2O, and Spirits to Go.
That was the new kid on the block here, Caden Malish, who's getting a few moments on the ice right now. Takes a nice little shot there by the Rocanville Tigers as they try working this one in. Big chance here. Another shot, a rebound. And luckily, that puck was deflected out of the way. Eric Lemoyne had a great chance there to get that first goal of the game. Here's Schwartz, 6 shot there, saved by Berezowski. Another shot on the side of the net. Berezowski saves that one. Thompson now shoots with a pile of traffic in front of him. Berezowski gets a hold of that one. And the Buffs are spinning here a little bit. Kalanche, J6 shot in there. That blocked again, saved by Berezowski. Good little chances on both ends as the game starts to open up here. Thompson takes a shot. Berezowski saves that. A little bit hesitant, but holds it on, and there'll be a whistle. $9:13 left here in the first. Again, no score, but the Buffaloes have definitely got the shot advantage. 10-3 currently for the Buffaloes. Tie-up draw. Buffaloes win this one. Evans pitches it around the net, and nobody there as the Rocanville Tigers take this one across center ice. Lamb gets this one to Evans, who backs it off, gives it to Logan Kalanche. Kalanche tries to pitch it in. It's blocked up there by the Rocanville Tigers defenseman. And Shimko, weird little play there, had to bang it back over to Shimko with the glove, and he'll take a whistle.
Yeah, perfect hand pass by Flett back to Shimko. I don't think he really meant to put it that direction, but that's how it got there.
Hey, however it works, as long as it isn't going in with a Rocanville Tiger, I'll take it. Delane Lamb here, working around the net again, another win for the draw by the Buffaloes. And that was pitched up and just a little bit out of the way for Ryan Smith, who runs square into Brett Hope. Don't think you want to do that one too many times, but gets the puck off him, and Mackenzie Flett will hang on to this one behind the net for the Theodore Buffalos. Flett gets this one over to Joe Evans. Jordan Evans gets this one, and this is Tony Roebuck with it. Roebuck works around one guy, gets around Hope. Roebuck trying to get this one up front. He's getting checked there by number 22. That is Dylan Haney. And this puck's getting now hung on by 4 guys here. Jordan Evans jumps into the pile and sees what he can get out of it. And they're going to whistle this one dead, as nobody can get that puck loose. If anybody has any other scores or anything else, just let us know. And we'll be trying to get those out there for you as soon as we can and go from there. Rocanville wins this draw. This one here goes right around the net and back over to number 16. That is Mason Ziola. Ziola pitches it into the zone. Here's the Buffaloes, though, back with it. Big hit there and roughed down. That would be Halverson hitting Tony Roebuck fairly hard against the boards. As this game, like I say, it gets a little bit rougher, but very defensive so far for both teams. The Buffaloes have had opportunities, but the Tigers have just kind of weathered the storm here at first. That one there is tipped up and out of play. I believe that was number 15, Eric Lemoyne, with the shot. Tipped again by the Buffaloes. We'll have another draw, this time to the blocker side of Warren Shimko. Colby Vrana will take this draw up against Eric Lemoyne. And Lemoyne wins this one clean, goes straight back, and that's going to go up and try to hit us up here in the broadcast booth. We'll do this draw once more. Vrana wins this draw and gets it over to Keenan Sperling, who walks it around his net. And he's trying to make a big move up top. And that was to Derek Schwartz. Couldn't quite control that. Here comes Ashley Howie the other way for the Rocanville Tigers. Howie tries to get over Regal. Regal doesn't hang on to that one. And here comes Taphorn of the Buffaloes back into the Rocanville zone. Vrana loses the puck. This is going to have to come back, and Curtis Decker will have to come back and chase this one down. Gives it over to Sperling, tipped into the zone by Taphorn. And the Tigers, Robideau, throws this one around back to Ashley Howie. Howie's trying to get things set up here behind the Rocanville net. Now pitches it up to the center ice. Buffaloes end up back with it. Here's Vrana again. Vrana working this one around. Here's Taphorn, shoots, and that one there is deflected off to the side of the net. Thompson takes a shot, and that one's deflected up and over the net. Vrana with it. Over to, gets back to Lemoyne instead. And here comes the Rocanville Tigers once more up the ice. This is Robideau. Robideau takes a shot there, and that doesn't work. Over to Regal. Regal gets this one around. This is for Hope. Hope shoots, scores! I believe it was deflected in by, that would be Noel Lemoyne. We'll see what they call this one here. Hope with a shot. What did you think, Phil?
Yeah, just Red got the puck to the paint and all the traffic in front of Warren and hit something in there and bounced around for sure. So we'll see who gets credit for it. But it's 1-0 for Rocanville.
So even though the Buffaloes have had the opportunities this period, one quick shot by Brett Hope, and it was deflected, I believe. So Noel Lemoyne is going to get this goal. Hope will get an assist for sure. But the Rocanville Tigers are leading 1-0 early here in the game.
Rocanville Tigers' first goal of the game, scored by number 11, Noel Lemoyne. Assist by number 25, Brett Hope. That's Lemoyne from Hope at 6:04.
Here's Delane Lamb working it up, trying to get this in, and it was just a little bit offside. One other update for you, over in the Long Lake Hockey League, the Foam Lake Flyers are down, trailing the Drake Canucks 5-4, end of the first period over in Foam Lake.
A lot of goals in one period.
A lot of goals, all right. It's a lot more than we've seen over here with the Rocanville Tigers and the Theodore Buffalos, that's for sure. That being said, still been a very fun game so far, a little bit more defensive than maybe what we're used to. But, you know, these teams can open up at any time now. Here's Decker throwing this down. No touches. Zach McIntyre couldn't reach it. And we'll have icing against the Theodore Buffalos. 5:10 left here in the first. 1-0 for the Rocanville Tigers so far here in Rocanville. Rocanville wins the draw, but Hulkrow couldn't hold on and make a good shot on that one. And the Buffs get it back down into neutral ice. Here's Flett with it. Flett throwing it over, trying to get this one up. And Taphorn ends up with it. Taphorn tried to cross in this, couldn't find anybody in front of the net. Here's Decker, takes a shot there, and that's blocked by number 8, Eli Hulkrow. And here comes the Rocanville Tigers up ice. Really quickly, that was Mason Ziola looking for it. Just was getting harassed there a little bit by Curtis Decker. And Decker ends up back with the puck. He'll pitch this one up and out of play. You only get the delay of game penalty if it looks deliberate. That one, I guess, didn't look so deliberate.
Shut off.
What did? Okay. Press and move. There you go. Scramble draw here once again. Vrana and he was digging for it there. Number 33, Cole Roberts. And here's Schwartz with it. Schwartz gets this one up and at least out of the zone. Vrana makes a pick at it. And Ashley Howie gets the puck. Buffs now. Here's Sperling. Pitches this one up. Gets it up to Derek Schwartz. Schwartz, open man. Here's a chance for Tapler. No, can't get this one across. And there's a penalty going to be called right away here as Derek Schwartz, I believe, gets a high sticking, or gets sticked up high. And he's looking for blood if he's got anything. I don't think he does, but the Rocanville Tigers will get a penalty here for high sticking. I believe that is number 23. That would be Cole Roberts taking the penalty as the Buffs will get their first power play opportunity here tonight.
Yeah, as Schwartz went around the D-man and he reached for the stick and just come up and clipped him underneath the visor. It looks like he's not too serious. He's on the bench.
Hello. Yeah, not looking like he's cut or anything, and the Buffs will get the 2-minute man advantage here. As the Tigers try to get this one, and they will get it down the ice. And that one is up and out of play. Again, if this was World Junior Hockey, we'd be seeing a delay of game penalty.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing a delay of game penalty, obviously, because this isn't World Junior Hockey.
2-1
Just got the update from our sound and commentary guy here in Rocanville. Langenberg's leading 2-1 over the Wapella Blackhawks after one.
Rocanville Tigers penalty number 23, Cole Roberts. 2 minutes for high sticking. That's Roberts. 2 minutes for high sticking at 4:08. Just an update from Wapella. The Langenberg Warriors are up 2-1 after the first period.
Mackenzie Flett takes this one, passes it over to Roebuck, who gets this over to Delane Lamb, who just couldn't quite hang on to it. But there's another penalty coming up here, and this is going to be to Delane Lamb. It's going to be a tripping call, as the Buffaloes now will go back off the power play, and I think we go 4-on-4 for a little bit here. So that defeats the power play for the Buffaloes, as the Buffs now go and try to get this one back into a little bit of might be a little speeded up here all of a sudden with how the ice is. Vrana over to Schwartz. Schwartz loses this puck, but gets back to Colby Vrana. Over to Blaine Thompson. Thompson with it. Getting this over to Keenan Sperling, who gets it back to Blaine Thompson.
Number 24.
And here comes Derek Schwartz. Schwartz shoots. Saves.
Lamb, 2 minutes for tripping at 3:21.
Great opportunity there for Derek Schwartz, and just couldn't beat the Rocanville Tigers goaltender, Dakota Berezowski. But now we have a charging call being called against the Rocanville Tigers, and he don't like it. I believe that is number 8. Yep, number 8, Eli Halcrow. And I guess the Buffs are back on the power play.
Yeah, just interference call there. He stepped into a Buff player that didn't have the puck and knocked him down, and referees both caught that one.
So with 2:51 left here in the first, I should say.
Okay.
The Theodore Buffalos will go back to the power play. Schwartz, Flett, Sperling, and Taphorn will be out there for the Buffaloes. Buffs lose this draw, though, and they're going to have to go and start 200 feet behind their own net. Or 185. I'm not sure how big Rocanville's arena is.
Eli Halcrow, 2 minutes for charging. That's Halcrow, 2 minutes for charging at 2:51.
Schwartz gets the puck in the Rocanville zone, starting to set this one up for the Theodore Buffalos. Around the net, over to Taphorn. Gives it back to Mackenzie Flett. Flett now takes the puck, gets an opportunity to shoot, doesn't. Goes and tries to pass back to Blaine Thompson. Back to Blaine. Thompson takes a shot, shoots! Just missed the net on the right-hand side, sorry. And here's the Tigers coming out of the penalty box there. That would be number 23, Cole Roberts. His power at penalties expired. And Shimko is going to just have to hang on to that one. Buffs will be back on the power play in 40... nope. Yeah, we'll be back on the power play in 43 seconds. But right now we're back to 4-on-4. Once again, thanks everybody that's been tuning in here. 2 minutes left here in the first. Unless something happens here, we should have an interview coming up with one of the gentlemen from the Monday Nooner. I believe it's maybe Shane, if I'm not mistaken. Will be joining us here tonight to talk a little bit about more senior hockey around the area, and also talking a little bit about provincials that are coming up here. Not that far away. About a week or so away until they maybe have the first games of who's going to be playing who. And I think he's got some information on how you can hear about that live as it happens. But in the meantime, we've got a good game here right now. 4-on-4. Here's the Buffaloes working this one back as Delane Lamb steps back onto the ice. Here comes Taphorn with it. Taphorn tries to work this one around. Doesn't work. Hope pushes him off the puck. And this one ends up back down in front of the Rocanville net. And the Tigers will take this one and throw it down the ice.
Last minute of play in the first period.
So Theodore's going to go kind of 2 for 2 in a weird way on the power play here. And Mackenzie Flett, as that one expires for the Tigers, gets this one up to Logan Calanchi. Calanchi Gets this one quickly over to Jordan Evans. He can't quite hang on to this one. Oh, the Buffaloes blew a wheel. Here's a chance for a 2-on-1 for the Rocanville Tigers. Shoots! Nice save by Doran Shimko. Ziola right on top of him, and he makes a beautiful save. 30 seconds left in the period, and the Buffs will just get this one down and out of harm's way as their goaltender just bailed them out of a very, very nice opportunity for the Tigers.
Yeah, Theodore's got to be careful. He can't let those guys sneak in the back door like that, because guys like Howie will put it right on the tape and it'll be in the back of the net again.
Ziola will do the same thing as well. The young kid was impressive when he was with Theodore Buffalo for a little bit. Now with Rocanville Tigers, he moved out for work. McIntyre throws this one out, gets it down the ice, and 17 seconds left here in the first. We've got Schwartz with it now. Schwartz over to Evans. Evans takes a shot there, saved by Berzelski, and pitches this one over quickly to the Tigers. We'll just get this one out of the zone. Fleck takes a quick shot, and that'll do it for the first period here in Rocanville. Shots are 5-12 in favor of the Theodore Buffalos. However, the Rocanville Tigers, off of the goal by number 11, Noah Lemoyne, are up 1-0 here in the Rocanville Arena. Be sure to join us in a few moments here for that interview with the Monday Nooner crew, and we will be back here very shortly. Thank you very much again for watching, everybody. We'll be back here for the second period and also for the first intermission interview. just checking audio here. Are you ready to go there, Brandon? You'll have to unmute your mic there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah, you betcha.
Excellent. So, we got Brandon Bosler here with the Monday Nooner podcast. How you been doing, buddy?
Hey, been good. Thanks for having me. First off, great job with the live show, the live broadcast. You do a bang up job. It's no slouch with the scores in the bottom and the play by play. So kudos to you. Good job.
Well, hey, no, thank you very much. We try to do what we can to make sure we have a good show here for everybody that's watching here. So first of all, what's the latest in senior hockey? I guess other than the Sask East, because I mean we seem to talk all about that. But we want to know what's going on otherwise in the leagues this week.
Yeah, it's a busy week. Lots of big games. Obviously, just kind of getting back from Christmas. Not only the teams, but us a little bit. Haven't maybe had the finger on the pulse as much throughout the holidays, but yeah, lots of big games around the province. I know Foam Lake and Drake playing in the Long Lake tonight. I know Davidson hosts Wadena tomorrow in Davidson, which is a game I'm thinking about getting boots on the ground for and checking out, because those are two of the top teams in that league. And yeah, just 12 leagues, so a lot of different matchups, and as you know, a lot of really good hockey.
Perfect. I think we actually even have another member of the Monday Nooner joining us here right away.
Oh, wow.
Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready there, and we'll add you in. You're ready to go, Barry?
Let's go.
Barry, how are you this evening?
Right on. I love it, fellas. What's going on? How are things in your world?
Well, so far here, I mean, as a Theodore Buffalos guy, I mean, it's 1-0 after a nice shot by Big Brett Hope on the blue line that got tipped. But no, it's a very good show so far. Been fun watching, so hopefully we see a little bit more action here in the second period for goals, that's for sure.
What surprised you in the league this year?
I think it's a little bit more of the parity that's been joining into the league. I mean, Swan Valley, to me, has been a very good team. The Buffalos, I mean, we're always pretty good. Same thing with the Rocanville Tigers. And real surprise of the league, though, has been the Langenburg Warriors. I mean, they built a team out of almost nowhere.
Sticks and gas.
One of the teams, I think they do quite a bit of that, but we never know. But no, they're definitely going to be a team that's going to be fun to watch in league, and definitely in provincials, which I think you guys are doing something with coming up here on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to let everybody know. Teaming up with Hockey Saskatchewan and their partner, I think SGI Canada is the presenter of the provincial playoffs, to do a hashtag live show. So we haven't really told anybody the details. We're just getting them ironed out. But Wednesday at 6 o'clock, we'll be going live. And man, the way you do it, we should have taken some game notes, because this is awesome. But we do plan to go on Facebook, I believe, possibly YouTube, still kind of in the works. But follow our social media, and we'll figure it out Wednesday at 6.
It's going to be, yeah. And you know what? It's going to be really interesting. I think from what we gather, the teams, as far as volume, is down this year, but the quality is going to be unbelievable. There's a lot of teams joining up. You know the old play, right? Guys are going to other teams, and I think it's even D and C, and it doesn't matter what division. We're going to see some really good hockey. Maybe not the biggest brackets that we've seen in the past. But even if some of those, there's 8 in each in the north and the south, it's going to be really good hockey, I think, this provincial season.
Yeah, I really think so. I mean, when you look at teams such as like Kyle, who's always a contender in the D, or Keniston, or Crake, or I mean, even this year, Drake has really stacked up, taking on the Foam Lake guys. I mean, it seems like there's some real good teams going to be involved in provincials like it is every year, and it don't matter what division it is. If it's close by, go watch it. You won't regret it. So, what
about your? I know teams. We talk to a lot of teams, and teams hold this information close to their chest vest region. So, are the Buffs going B? Is that, can we pencil them in now, or?
I think I think you may be there might be a surprise or two coming for you eventually.
Okay.
I'll say it that way. We are in provincial.
Of course.
We're registered. We're ready to go. But
You know what?
Triple
I
A.
think we're gonna be.
You guys are going Triple A.
We
Right
won
on.
that Allen Cup forever. We just know. But no, you know what? We're going in it. We're going to be I think we're going to be a pretty strong team in which division we're going to be in. And let's face it, every team though is going to be a strong team. So it don't matter which one it is. And yes, I'm being coy because I'm going to hold it up until Wednesday until I actually until it gets revealed. So
you see how hard it is for us to get info now, as these teams don't want to tell us anything, and of course we won't know until the show comes out. We don't have any of that information ahead of time. It's all kind of just there for us Wednesday. But is there a chance you could get Wadena again in the first round this year, or are you trying to avoid that, Adam? The Buffs.
I don't think we're going to end up with Wadena this year. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I don't see the Wildcats. Although I got to admit the donuts are good. But no, I don't see us playing Wadena unless something really crazy happens. I don't see us playing the Wadena Wildcats this year.
Okay.
Hey, Adam, if we ever come out with a Monday nooner vest, we're going to send you one up because you play everything close.
No problem. I got the cards close to the heart right now, and no, we will. Like I said, we're excited about it though. I mean, we're really excited about provincials. We definitely want to raise another banner after 2017 when we won that 1-C against Drake, and we definitely want to have a great run of it again this season. So
awesome.
Who makes the team tick there? Like, you know, there's always those behind the scenes people.
You know, for us, it's the volunteers of Theodore. I mean, we have so many great volunteers that are always working the penalty box or doing me doing play-by-play, I guess. But
great play-by-play guy. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But no, there's so many guys that are either doing. It's all volunteers in Theodore. Even the what do you call it there? The ice is all done by volunteers, and you know, those are the guys that really deserve. The canteen guys that can't watch the game because they're busy selling candy to little kids. It's all of those guys that are really the great guys in Theodore to keep this thing ticking, because if it wasn't for them, we would be out of this already a long, long time ago. And I mean, for a crew of what is Theodore, about 300 population, it's amazing how good of volunteers we have in that community.
I didn't realize it was that small. Wow.
Yeah. No, Theodore's tiny.
So. I got to go out to a game there, you know, in November, and I only made probably half the game, but it was a great atmosphere, and just that you know, quintessential senior hockey barn and everything that you love.
We're getting the wrap up. It's period time. We're getting the wrap.
No, it's getting close here. So, like I said, I was holding it here while I'm waiting for you guys, or while we're talking. So,
I want to give one plug to our next upcoming show, because I think your audience will enjoy it. Our next full twirl, we call them. So we do our weekly senior show, but our next full twirl is a pretty prominent guy in media that actually played a few games for the Langenburg Warriors as a teenager. So people in the Sask East area might be able to figure that out. But yeah.
And I'll even tease it one more step that Boz did, is his son was really hoping to possibly get a card from Langenburg or somewhere, because his son just finished playing college hockey. So
I don't know if he played college. I don't know if he is.
Yeah,
college.
I think it was college.
Yeah, no,
might have been.
If I'm thinking,
have to tune in to find out. Yeah.
No, for sure, guys. You know, we really appreciate having you guys on. By all means, I would love to see you guys out at some more Sask East games, and I love the way you guys do senior hockey around. And I mean, myself, I've never really been a junior guy. I was never really much about even WHL or any of that. My thing was always senior, and I really appreciate what you guys have been doing for the awareness for senior hockey. And yeah, keep it up, guys.
Hey,
thanks.
Keep it up yourself, right? Like, it's guys like you that are making this thing tick as well. So good on you as well.
Yeah. No,
thanks,
Adam.
Thank
you very much again, guys. We really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess turn into the podcast this week on Wednesday, and also on Thursday. I think it's this week. So
yeah, right on. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks again. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, we're just switching back over to the other mics here. So We're just getting started in the second period. This one here is, again, still 1-0 for the Rocanville Tigers. Buffs, though, had a little bit of an opportunity right off the bat here. Did a pretty good job, and will try to get this one back down into the zone as Derek Schwartz takes a shot there and off of Brzezowski and over into the corner. Schwartz with it, trying to dig it out off of Brett Hope. Ravy with it, and can't get this one through the Theodore Buffalo defender. Verano, shoots, scores! Derek Schwartz with a beautiful pass from Taphorn. This is a tie game here. Very quickly into the second period with only a minute and 42 seconds off of the clock.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass across, thread the needle, and Schwartz stick right on the tape and in behind Brzezowski. Had no chance on that one.
Absolutely. It was quite a shot there and a great pass. That was the big thing on that play, to get it over to Derek Schwartz, and Brzezowski did not really have much of a chance in that. Dylan Reeve will get this one here and pitch it up to over to Mason Ziola. Buffs get it, though, and here's Taphorn getting this one down and over to Colby Vrana. Vrana shoots! Nice blocker save there by Brzezowski. Schwartz now with it. This line has been buzzing a little bit here. Here's the Buffs. Tixish.
Number 91, Derek Schwartz. Assist by number 13, Keenan Taphorn. That's Schwartz from Taphorn at 18:38.
So Keenan Taphorn gets the assist, and the Buffs are now tied up with the Rocanville Tigers, as Brzezowski will hang on to that one. Once again, thanks very much to the guys from the Monday Nooner for joining us here and talking a little bit of senior hockey, talking some provincials hockey, and also talking, of course, what's going on in Sask East and all the other leagues in the province. You can always listen to them on Wednesday nights. This week, I guess, is Wednesday night, because they're doing a special, live special, to try to introduce which teams are where in the senior provincials this season. Oh, what a bad bounce. That went straight around and off of one of the Theodore Buffalo's players. And that is a little bit of a detriment, as it looks like actually Howie maybe got that one deflected off of the Buffalo. Not sure how that worked, but we're back to 2-1 here for the Rocanville Tigers. Phil, what did you see?
Never hurts to put the puck in the paint. Good things can happen.
Absolutely. And that's what you just seen right there for the Rocanville Tigers, as they'll take an icing call here, and this will end up back in their zone. 2-1 for the Rocanville Tigers.
22. Okay.
The Buffs are trailing once again here, as Caden Taphorn lines up for this draw. Doesn't win it, but chases this back down back deep into the Rocanville zone. Pushed off the puck. Here's a chance. Couldn't get nothing for a deflection, and Brzezowski makes a save. Here comes Ashley Howie with it. Howie for Noah Lemoyne. Doesn't get this one over, and the Buffs dump this right back down.
Second goal of the game. Scored by number 9, Ashley Howie. Assist by number 2, Stefan Robideau, and number 22, Dylan Haney. That's Howie from Robideau and Haney at 17:41. If you get your 50-50 tickets out, we'll have the draw for a $50 Deckers gift card.
Buffs now with it. Going back into the zone here. This is Delane Lamb dumping around the zone, trying to find Zach McIntyre.
The winning number for the Deckers gift card is 6867626. That's 6867626. And you can see Parker in the lobby to collect your gift cards. And don't throw out your 50-50 tickets, as we still have a draw for the 50-50 in the third period.
Here's Reeve. Reeve had an opportunity, shoots, and that one's off to the side of Warren Shimko. And around the net, this is Lemoyne with it. Lemoyne trying to work this one around. And still around the net, and here comes the Buffaloes with it back off of Eric Lemoyne. This one's tipped over, and Brett Hope plays that one and gets it down into the zone. But that was offside by the Rocanville Tigers.
Just an update, Adam, in the SJ game in Yorkton, Melville's up 5-2 with a minute and a half left in the third.
So looking like the Melville Millionaires will get the W out of Yorkton tonight. I believe that was in Yorkton, that game. So another good win from the Melville Millionaires. If you want to check that game out tomorrow night, it's going to be in Melville tomorrow night. And let's face it, sometimes when you get those lopsided wins, you never know what can happen the next night. Nevertheless, we're at 2-1 here with the Rocanville Tigers leading as number 23, Cole Roberts, races it in. Tries to pass that one off, and that one's deflected back over to the side of the boards. Another hard shot there. That was from Brett Hope. He's got a guy open, but just can't quite get it to him. That was Blaine Thompson who skated in. Over to Ryan Smith. Smith getting worked off the puck. Nice good forecheck there by the Rocanville Tigers as Calanche now chases this one down with Brett Hope behind him. Calanche gets this one here. Works it back to the zone. Thompson trying to find the guy beside him. And Mackenzie Flett. Oh, everybody left that puck for some reason. Here's a chance for the ball. Shoots! Nice chance there for Jordan Evans, who kind of almost made a little bit of a slap pass, it looks like, almost back and trying to get it over to Ryan Smith. But Berezowski pokes that one away and gets that back down the ice. Buffs will regroup in their own end. Here's Derek Schwartz with it. Schwartz gets around one guy. Tries to get around Robideau. Can't quite do it. Moves this one back and out into the Theodore end where Mackenzie Flett will pick this one up. Taphorn gets hit. And here's a shot. Shoot! Scores! Loss of the puck in the defensive end by the Theodore Buffalos number 13, Taphorn. And the Rocanville Tigers pounce on that one. It's Ashley Howie again, 3-1.
Yeah, I think a quick release by Howie kind of maybe caught Warren not quite set for it and just snuck in under his arm and
snuck in, yep. So 3-1 for the Rocanville Tigers. As it will be Colby Vrana taking the draw. Uses this one, Stefan Robideau. Ends up back with this one over to Ashley Howie. Howie. Now this one goes over to Cole Roberts. Roberts takes a shot, goes around the net. Here's Regal. Over to Lemoyne. Regal. Working this one around the net.
Third goal of the game. Scribbler number 9. Ashley Howie. Assisted by number 11, Noah Lemoyne. That's Howie from Lemoyne. 14-33.
Robideau takes a hard shot, and that one goes up and off of Shimko's glove, and out of play with 14:03 left here in the second period.
looks like we have a final, Adam, in Yorkton, 5-2 for Melville.
5-2 for Melville is the final.
And a minute left in Estevan. It's 3-2 Estevan over Weyburn.
And 3-2 Estevan over Weyburn. Both teams are doing very well here. I believe...
looking for the winning ticket for the Deckers $50 gift card. That number, again, is 6867626. That's 6867626.
A little bit of an opportunity there for Tony Roebuck. Just couldn't get anything on it. And that one goes back down. Rocanville will size this one up and head back into the Theodore zone. Here's Ryan Regal with it. Regal heads on up and big hit there. And Shimko, after taking a shot, will hang on. Buffs have gotten opportunities in this one. They've got 16 shots on the board. But so far, 3-1 right now for the Rocanville Tigers, who got that insurance marker off of kind of just a little bit of a funny shot and goal by Ashley Howie. Buffs get it, and straight back over to Warren Shimko, who will just go, and we'll have another draw on the glove side of Warren Shimko. Gonna be number 23, Cole Roberts, and Logan Calanche. Roberts wins this one clean. Straight back over to Hope, who shoots this one down back into the deeper into the zone. And this one ends up back out of the zone eventually here by the Theodore Buffalos. Nice little play by Ryan Smith to get that puck off of Brett Hope. Here's Roberts with it. Roberts loses the puck to Joe Evans. Jordan Evans over to Logan Calanche, who gets that puck taken away by Brett Hope, who will shoot this one down. Nobody touched it. The icing against the Rocanville Tigers. So we've got lots of people watching this game here tonight. I appreciate everybody that's been watching. We're watching. I see guys watching here from Calgary. Mr. Eagle, I think you should be happy here tonight so far. I think the Rocanville Tigers have gotten a few extra goals than the Buffaloes, so that's always a good thing for you. We've got other guys here as well. Thanks again to the Monday Nooner for doing all that they've done for senior hockey, like I've talked about before. And they joined us here in the first intermission, so you'll have to catch that one later on if you'd like. As the Theodore Buffalos will work this one back out of the zone. However, there's a big hit. And it looks like, what do we've got here? High sticking by Brett Hope. Theodore Buffalos will be going back to the power play.
Yeah, both players are holding their face as if they got trying to find blood to get the other player penalized. But looks like it's going to be a power play for Theodore.
Well, they only took one. They took Brett Hope off the ice. And we've got, Mark Jacobs calls the high sticking call. And the Buffs will get an opportunity here to get within one. As we go here, they're planning this one out a little bit as Kobe Vrana is going to take the draw up against Halverson. Or is that Halverson? Nope, that's Halverson. Halcrow, my bad. Eli Halcrow goes, ties this one up, but the Buffs get it back. Here's a chance here. Takes a shot, shoots. Missed the net. Here's Taphorn with it. Taphorn loses the puck, and the Rocanville Tigers are going to go and have a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 if Halcrow hurries. Halcrow shoots, save, rebound.
2 minutes for high sticking. That's Hope. 2 minutes for high sticking at 12:32. Winner of the Deckers $50 gift card was Mike McIntyre.
2-on-1 the other way, and here's Taphorn. Just missed his guy there, Derek Schwartz, who's skating on the other side. And here's the Tigers sending this one down the ice. What an opportunity there for the Rocanville Tigers to even get a nice, good shorthanded goal. But then the Buffs come back down the ice right away with a 2-on-1. Just couldn't get to the other guy. Here's Taphorn with it. Taphorn trying to get it over to Smith. Shoots! Save! Rebound! Scored! Waved off immediately as Mark Jacobs, the referee, loses the puck and didn't see it was loose. It sucks, and Buffaloes are going to yell about this a little bit. Nice to see that Schwartz is the one going over to talk and see what's going on here. Not happy about it, but I guess the whistle did blow, and that's the way it goes around. This guy loses the puck, he blows the whistle.
Maybe another one of those international rules where you can't jab the goaltender and the puck into the net.
No, I don't think you're allowed to do that either. So this game remains a 3-1 game as there's a minute left on the penalty to Brett Hope for high sticking. Reavy, though, with it. Reavy skates around, tries to get this one going, and he'll just make a little bit of a cruise and burn some more clock off. After passing it to Robideau, he'll shoot it down the ice. Buffalo's now trying to get this puck up the ice quickly here. 44 seconds left of the penalty to Brett Hope. As the Buffs make it into the zone, Taphorn shoots. There's going to be another penalty called here up against the Rocanville Tigers, as it looks like Stephane Robideau goes straight to the box, not arguing this one bit for the slashing call. He was beaten speed for sure. And the Buffs now have a golden opportunity to take this back down to a 1-goal game with a 5-on-3 power play for 36 seconds.
Yeah, Taphorn got the step on the stick to get him and just got him up on the arm on the gloves, and the refs are going to call that.
Absolutely, they aren't going to let that one go for sure. Taphorn will take this draw up against the Rocanville Tigers, number 23, Cole Roberts. Roberts wins it, but the Rocanville Tigers end up back with the puck. Or the Buffs end up back with the puck. Here's Flett with it. Flett looking to set this up for Thompson. Shoots! Rebound! Scores! What a goal! Beautiful move around there of the puck. And Tony Roebuck makes this a 3-2 hockey game.
Should be 9-4-7.
9-4-7. Thompson and Flett. We'll see how this one works out. But nevertheless, the Theodore Buffalos have a power play for 1 minute 46 seconds now. And this is a 1-goal game. As Vrana wins this draw back, and the Buffs take it. Mackenzie Flett gets this one into the Buff zone, off the referee. Kobe Vrana with it, though. Vrana tries to hold it up there against Regal. Regal, though, manages to pitch this one out. And we've got something. What was that called? That was off the bench of the Buffalos, I guess. And it's going to come back down against the Rocanville blue line. Regal and Vrana again will take the draw here. Vrana wins it, gets it right back over quickly to the Theodore Buffalos, right back to Thompson.
Rocanville Tigers play number 2, Stefan Robideau, 2 minutes for slashing. That's Robideau, 2 minutes for slashing at 11:08. Theodore Buffalos goal, scored by number 9, Tony Roba. Assist by number 22, Zach McIntyre, and number 89, Keaton Taphorn. That's Roba from McIntyre and Taphorn at 10:55.
So Taphorn and McIntyre get the assists, and Roebuck gets the goal as the Buffs still have 48 seconds left here of a power play. Here's Delane Lamb with it. Lamb over to Vrana. Vrana works this one off of the boards. Touches this one back quickly over to number 13. That would be Taphorn. Nice little try there by the Buffs. They've got the extra forward on the... Well, Lamb kind of counts as both sides. Yeah. So, just depending on which way he's going this time. Buffs go back, get this puck, and they've got 21 seconds to do something with it until number 23, I believe it is, or number 2, Stefan Robideau, comes back on the ice. Big advantage here for the Buffs. Don't make any question about it. Robideau is one of their better defenders. Schwartz over to Flett. Shoots, misses the net. Jordan Evans with it. Evans takes a shot there, and that's blocked. Flett with it now. Flett as the penalty expires for Robideau. Schwartz misses this puck. Right back over to the aforementioned Stefan Robideau. Evans tries to get this one over to his guy, but nobody's there as they were changing defensive pairings for the Buffalos. Schwartz now trying to get this one back down. Doesn't work. And here comes Mackenzie Flett with it. Flett loses this puck, and Delane Lamb will get this one, though. Back up to Schwartz. Schwartz tries to shoot it over and right to Hope, who's back onto the ice here, as he didn't really play much for a penalty kill. I thought you would have played maybe Hope a little more in the penalty kill. Shoots! Save made! And that puck came loose, and looked like Simcoe decided to do some snowmans there for a quick second. Here's an opportunity for Buff. Shooting! Big running into the boards there was Ryan Smith with Ashley Howie on him. Now it's opening up a little bit, but this one just got pitched and out of play off of the stick of Keenan Sperling. And this one will end up back down into the... Nope, just along the Theodore blue line.
Yeah, the Buffs fortunate there. Warren got down and out, and the puck was laying in a scramble there that one of the Rocanville Tigers didn't get their stick on it.
Buffs win this draw again. They've been good on the draws tonight. As Keaton Sperling takes around with this one. Loses the puck, though.
Tigers would like to thank Nixon Electric for their continued support.
As Mason Ziola grabbed that puck and took a shot, went off at one of the Buffalos and out of play. Buffs though win it. Here comes Curtis Decker with it, trying to get this one up. Pitches this one down, and Ashley Howie ends up with it into the Rocanville zone. Comes out, up to center ice. Howie heads up ice here. Another chance here for the Rocanville Tigers. Shoots! Nice save by Shimko. As number 8, that would be Halcrow, has it. Here's Howie again. Howie working it around over to Stefan Robideau. Robideau takes a shot, misses the net. Taphorn with it. Gets hit there by... I believe it was one of the Rocanville Tigers. I'm not sure which yet. Number 23, that was Cole Roberts. As Robideau works it around the net, taken away from him. Taphorn gets it over to McIntyre. Here's an opportunity for Blaine Thompson. Thompson skates in with it a little bit. Thompson shoots it in front of the net. And that one there goes and gets deflected and out of harm's way for Dakota Berezowski. Here's a chance again for Thompson. Thompson trying to work it in. He won't go in, though, as Dylan Reevy has got that puck. Here is Ziola with it again. Mason Ziola pitches this one over to number 22. That's Dylan Haney. Haney gets hit there by Schwartz as the Buffs pick the puck up in their own zone. Both teams are still playing pretty cautious a little bit. We'll see how long this sits on for. Here's a chance for Schwartz, though. Schwartz pitches it around the net. Oh, he cannot get it over to Keenan Taphorn. Had a good little opportunity there. Here's Brett Hope skating hard up ice. Hope pitches this one in front. Was hoping for somebody there. Nobody around to see it. Here is the Buffs back with it. Here's Vrana. Vrana goes and trying to making some time for somebody to get in front of the net. Vrana. Slap pass over to Evans. Evans shoots. Doesn't quite work. Hits the side of the net. Taphorn with it. And he loses this puck. And here's Dylan Haney with it once more for the Rocanville Tigers. Buffs do a nice job, though. Get the puck off him for a moment. Here's Reavy. Reavy working it around the net. Reavy just got his hair tied up tonight. I thought he had a different haircut. It's fooling me out there. Here's Smith with it. Smith heads around, pitches this one over to Jordan Evans. Evans works it along the boards for Kalanchi. Big opportunity there again. There's one guy to beat. But Dakota Berezowski gets a hold of that one. Gets a whistle. 5:33 left here or 5:39. I can't really read that well from here. Left in the second period. And it's a 3-2 hockey game for the Rocanville Tigers going into this one. Kalanchi will take this draw up against Cole Roberts. Roberts kind of pitches it forward, but the Buffs end up with it. Here's Kalanchi. Throws this one over, and Ashley Howie's there to grab it. Robideau heads up ice, and here's number 18, Daniel Green. Green throws it into the zone. Shimko goes and plays it behind the net. Green working the boards up along Smith, and that would be number 12, that's Malish. Robideau takes a shot there, doesn't get through. Another shot by the Rocanville Tigers. And the Tigers are still with that puck. Green, hard guy to get the puck off of. He gets this one over to Howie. Howie pitches it back down into the Theodore Buffalos. And here's Ashley Howie with it again. Gets bumped by Jordan Evans. Evans throws this one up. Still can't get it out of the zone. Here's Robideau. Quick pass over. Shoots. Big glove save made by Warren Shimko on Mason Ziola, who tried to go high glove, and Shimko grabbed a hold of that one.
Yeah, great pass by Robideau across ice there to the circle to give the Tiger the backdoor shot, but Warren was up for the challenge.
Yeah, Ziola was left wide open there, and good little save there by Warren Shimko. Buffs still can't get this one out of the zone. As number 8, that's Hallcrow holding it in. Now the Buffs get it out of the zone, and Tigers will touch up here. Here's Hallcrow with it. Hallcrow has another guy on his other side. Shoots! Just missed the net there. That was number 22, Dylan Haney, who's been out there for a very long time, if I'm not mistaken, or I called his name way too early. One of the two. Robideau takes a shot there, gets this one out of the zone, as Mason Ziola chases down Blaine Thompson. Roebuck with it. Roebuck on the net, trying to get this one worked into the zone. Taphorn gets it into the zone, but just temporarily as Mason Ziola gets a hold of it, pitches this one out of the zone. Here comes Haney with it again. Haney works around the one Buffalo. Another chance. And Shimko steps up and takes away the opportunity on Dylan Haney. We'll try to update all the scores after the period. I'll have them back up onto the screen here for you so you can see what the finals were for some games. I know Melville beat Yorkton 5-2. And Weyburn and Estevan, I think that's a 3-3. They went to overtime. So they're going to a shootout over there. If you're wondering what's going on in some of the other leagues, the Drake Canucks and the Foam Lake Flyers are now in the second intermission. As this one here, a penalty's coming up. That one there is 7-4 for the Drake Canucks, who hadn't had the greatest of starts to the season over in the Long Lake Hockey League. But I guess they're taking out their frustrations over on the Foam Lake Flyers here tonight. And I thought we had a power penalty coming, but I guess hand pass?
Icing.
Okay. I missed it. I was sitting there talking about scores instead of the game.
Couldn't change.
So Buffs couldn't change, but they do get the puck right away. Curtis Decker with it. Decker over to Schwartz, and they still cannot get that puck out of the zone at the moment against the Rocanville Tigers. Now they do, and this one's pitched down the ice as Taphorn touches it up, and the icing is waved off. Smith trying to come in, try to help with the forecheck onto Lemoyne, and here's Ryan Regal with it. Regal skating around, getting this puck up, and Mackenzie Fleck touches it for the Buffalos. Buffs now trying to get this one working. Door just got, or the glass just got knocked out of the penalty box area there, which is something you don't see. The game continues as everybody tries to get that glass quickly back in. Here's a chance here for Vrana, who works it into the zone. Schwartz doesn't know what to do with it and looking for his guys and seeing what's going on here. Taphorn know with it. Taphorn keeps it in the Rocanville end. I'm not sure what's going on here. The guy's making changes at a weird, strange time. That one probably could be called a delay of game as Brett Hope absolutely rifles it off the ice because I don't think not.
Yeah, that's another one that was definitely headed for the steel girders.
Kalanche loses this draw against Dylan Haney, who pitches this one back over to Stefan Robideau. Robideau with the puck, throws this one over to Lemoyne. And here's Jordan Evans now with it. Evans tries to work this one around and does get this back into the zone. Here's a chance here maybe for Logan Kalanche. Can't get around Stefan Robideau. And this one's up and out of play with 2:09 left here in the second. Still a 3-2 Rocanville Tiger lead. Logan Kalanche will take this draw once again against Dylan Haney. Haney loses this draw. Buffs do try to win this one, but Lemoyne gets to it first. That's Noah Lemoyne. Over to Ashley Howie. Howie gets into the Theodore zone, makes a nice little hit on Curtis Decker, and then heads up ice and tries to get this one going. Here's an opportunity, though, for the Buffs. Rocanville just misplayed the puck. Smith trying to get this one over to Evans. Doesn't work. And here comes the Rocanville Tigers the other way very quickly. Here's a shot made there by number 16, Mason Ziola. And this was held by Warren Shimko. Looks like both benches are breathing a little bit harder over there, Phil.
Yeah, they seem to be a little disoriented at times. Whether it's jitters here, maybe they're still thinking about Ukrainian Christmas and all the turkey and stuff. But I'm sure the third period will open up.
I'm sure the pierogi and the wheat salad will be on the benches for the third period for whoever wins, and they get their complimentary Ukrainian feast, and the rest, well, just have to go home. But since that's not probably going to happen, we'll just go and call hockey instead. Number 21 or 22 here, that's Zach McIntyre, pitches this one over quickly to Taphorn, who throws this one up in front, and nobody's there. Hulkrow now heading back down ice. Over to number 23, that's Cole Roberts. Roberts shoots over, and that one there doesn't quite work as number 8. Hulkrow couldn't get anything on that one. Taphorn gets checked from behind.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Gets a little shot, another shot from behind, as he didn't like that one bit when he got back up. And Hulkrow and here's Roebuck now with it. Roebuck gets it over to McIntyre. McIntyre takes a quick shot. Doesn't quite get anything on it to Keenan Taphorn. Or Caden Taphorn. So many Taphorns, so little time. Sperling goes back down, and this one is icing against the Rocanville Tigers. Once again, I'll be just pausing for a little bit in the second period. You'll notice there'll be just a little screen on there. We don't have any other interviews lined up for tonight. So, you know what? We'll just have some, just a little bit of a break here in the second. But don't worry, we'll be back here for the third period to get you filled up and let you know what happened here in Rocanville. As this one's going to be a pretty exciting finish. I couldn't see it coming already. Taphorn throws it in front of net. Here's a chance for Schwartz. Schwartz off the post as he looks up to the rafters. Schwartz gets it back here with 14 seconds left. Good opportunity there for Derek Schwartz just off the goalpost. And here comes Ryan Regal with it quickly up ice, trying to make something happen here with only 5 seconds left. Chance scores! I think it was tipped in by Mason Ziola in the end with 2.8 seconds. That's a terrible one to let in, unfortunately, for the Theodore Buffalos. Unfortunately for the Rocanville Tigers, raced up ice there. That was a good job by Ryan Regal. And Ziola, I believe, tapped it in. And we're 4-2. Very close to ending the second.
Yeah. How often you see that, eh? Great up turns into a goal at the other.
Unfortunately, it's one too often, and this time it's against the Theodore Buffalos, who...
Rocanville Tigers goal, scored by number 16, Mason Ziola. Assist by number 27, Ryan Regal. That's Ziola from Regal at 2.8 seconds. There's an update from Opella between Landsberg. The game is tied at 3-3 after 2.
So Wapella's given Langenberg a good little fit tonight, as at the end of the second, Langenberg and Wapella are tied at twos. With, threes, you said? Threes, my bad, add to the second. Buffs are still out shooting the Rocanville Tigers 20-17. Tigers, though, had a very good period, capped off with the Mason Ziola goal, and they lead 4-2 going into the third period. We'll be back in a little bit here. Thank you very much again for tuning in, and we will talk to you here once we got the third.
All across Canada, canola farmers face ever-changing challenges. To help overcome them, Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF continually invests in developing new technology for your farm. Of course, innovation alone didn't put us on the map. You did. Thanks to you, Invigor has been grown on more acres than any other canola hybrid, so you can expect more when it counts most.
The Power Swing, the Gulp 2 drive-over hopper, and now the Extend. Westfield has the solution to make your job easier. Westfield's Extend for the MKX 130 is fast, easy to use, and convenient. The Extend retracts to allow the grain trailer to pull up. Once the trailer is in position, the swing tube is extended, and the Power Swing moves the low-profile hopper into position with ease. When unloading is complete, the Extend retracts, so the grain trailer can drive away. Extend. Swing side to side. Retract. It couldn't be easier. It's not an ordinary auger. It's a Westfield.
All across Canada, canola farmers face ever-changing challenges. To help overcome them, Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF continually invests in developing new technology for your farm. Of course, innovation alone didn't put us on the map. You did. Thanks to you, Invigor has been grown on more acres than any other canola hybrid, so you can expect more when it counts most.
All right, we're back here. Theodore Buffalos again coming into this period down 2 goals, which I think this is probably the first time this has happened, I think, all season, actually, for the Theodore Buffalos. Even the game against Landsberg that they lost earlier this season, I believe that I think the Buffaloes were 1 or goal down or something. No, they might have been 2. I can't really remember on that. I won't say maybe for sure, but the Buffs there have had good opportunities here tonight. They've hit up post and won the opportunity there just at the end of the period by Derek Schwartz. But unfortunately, Ryan Regal never stopped much. He just kept rolling and managed to get that puck over and tipped up, and Mason Ziola pounded it in. As we're ready to start the third here in Rocanville.
Oh.
Rocanville gets the puck. Oh, what a chance there by Ryan Regal. If he could have got that puck, that was a hard shot coming in. Taken off of him, though, right away. Here's Curtis Decker with it. Decker looking for it, takes it, gives it to Tony Roebuck. Roebuck slowly works it up ice off of a linesman and loses the puck temporarily. Now Roebuck gets it. Now getting knocked off the puck here by Mason Ziola. And Ziola tries to tip this one in. Decker, though, grabs it. Pitches this one back up ice really quick over to Taphorn. Taphorn to McIntyre, shoots. And that one there is deflected and out of play. 46 seconds into this period. 4-2 game here for the Rocanville Tigers. Throw that banner off for you guys. I apologize that I didn't do that earlier. Once again, Adam Stewart, Phil Decker here with you tonight for a pretty big game here for both teams as Rocanville works this one back up the center ice. Blaine Thompson, though, takes it, gets it up, tries to make a quick pass over to Schwartz, and that one there doesn't quite work. Ziola makes a nice little move. Here comes Ryan Regal with it. Regal heads up over to Ziola. Ziola shoots, misses the net. Good chance there, up, throw it in front. Nobody there to grab that puck and try to slam it home against Warren Shimko. Thompson with it. Thompson works around the net. Here's Blaine Thompson over to Mackenzie Flett. They get this one out of the zone as Dylan Haney grabs this puck, pitches it over to, that would be number 8, Halcrow. Flett gets the puck, gives it over to Koba Vrana. Vrana to Blaine Thompson, who was trying to make it up ice, and gets that puck knocked off him, or loses the puck. Here's Schwartz, though, with it. Schwartz gets it into the Rocanville zone. Evans takes a stab at it, but this one ends up back down out of the zone. Schwartz, though, gets the puck, gives it to Taphorn. Taphorn loses it, and just can't get nothing on that shot, as the Rocanville Tigers, again, get it out of their zone. Sperling will go back, touch it on his blue line, bring it back up. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz over to Evans. Evans shoots. Save made by Berezowski. And here comes the Rocanville Tigers. Can't get this out. Sperling shoots. A little bit in front. A nice little chance for a deflection. Doesn't quite work, as that one is ringed off of the top of the stanchions, or off of the top of the rafters. And play is called, as this one will end up in the Rocanville zone to the glove side of Dakota Berezowski.
Yeah, Theodore had an opportunity there. They're going to have to get a little more pressure down there. Let this period get too far along here. They got to close the gap.
Buffaloes keep this one in the zone. Here's Sperling with it. Sperling gets back down deep into the Rocanville end, as it's a dash for it and dig for it. And the Rocanville Tigers end up with it. Here comes the Tigers up into the Theodore zone. Trying to look over for Regal, who goes to the side of the net, but just can't get nothing there for the Tigers. Buffs now. Lamb over to Smith. Smith pitches this down, played by the goaltender Berezowski. So he throws this one over to Haney. Haney throws it around the net. Then Buffs end up back with it after being forechecking the Tigers off of that puck. Here's Howie with it. Over to Regal, to Howie. Howie with a chance. A nice play there by Blaine Thompson to start breaking that one up. Thompson gives it over to Mackenzie Flett. Flett to Roebuck. Roebuck with it. Takes a shot. Shoots. Just missed the net. Here comes Blaine Thompson with it back in the Buffs' end. Theodore tries to work this one up. Got down 4-2 here, about 5 minutes into the third. Shoot! Save made there by Warren Shimko. He'll hang on.
You can see the experience of Howie and Rigo playing together for all these years. That they were handling the puck in Theodore's end pretty well.
They're definitely used to it, that's for sure. And they've played these two teams have played each other many times over the years. Besides the new guys on Theodore's team and some of the new guys on Rocanville's team, most of these veterans all kind of know each other and know how each game goes, kind of. Here's McIntyre, shoots it into the Rocanville end. As Taphorn goes to touch this one up, getting taken off the puck by Brett Hope. And this one will end up back out of the Rocanville end as Keenan Sperling goes to pick it up. Theodore works it in their own end for a moment. As they try to get this one out, that doesn't work. Here's a chance here for Rocanville, and just offside. That would be Eric Lemoyne coming in offside. Four minutes and 31 seconds into this period. Still a 4-2 Rocanville Tiger lead. As Colby Vrana will take this draw up against Dylan Haney. Haney loses the draw, right straight back to the Buffaloes. We aren't seeing a whole lot as the Rocanville Tigers are doing a very good job of blocking up this middle neutral ice. Here's Regal though with it. Regal heads up ice, gets this pass over to Howie, and he takes a shot. That's not Howie, that is Iola. And that's up and deflected out of play. This will end up back down in the Theodore end. Decent-sized crowd here tonight in Rocanville. Of course, these two teams are pretty good. They all want to kind of see these two teams play. First meeting of these two teams for the year as well. Shoots! Nice save by Shimko. Right off the draw there, that's Dylan Haney taking a hard shot, and this one will end up back down and iced as we'll try this one once again. Once again, thanks to everybody that's been watching the feed tonight here. Hopefully it's been working well. I've been getting some comments that it has, so glad to hear that. As the Rocanville Tigers get this back down into the Theodore zone, and this would be Regal with it. Regal throwing it around the net to Haney. Haney behind the net. Throwing shot up front. Now would be Ziola looking for something, or Lemoyne, I believe. Actually, I apologize, it was Lemoyne. Trying to find something up front, but there's nobody there. Decker will play it behind his net. Curtis Decker. And that's tipped and out of play as Taphorn couldn't handle that pass. Next game for the Theodore Buffalos will be tomorrow night. They're going to be traveling down to Wapella to take on the Blackhawks. Puck drop, I believe, is at 8 o'clock that night, or tomorrow night. Of course, that game is going on. Also, Wapella's playing tonight. They're playing the Lagersburg Warriors. And that game was 3-3 at the last check at the end of the second period. Here's Mackenzie Flett with it. Flett does get it out of the zone. Dylan Reevy couldn't handle that on the blue line. Hope with it. Hope, big guy to get the puck off of, but throws this one up, and Jordan Evans ends up with it. Evans over to Thompson. Thompson to Flett. Flett gets this one tipped in by Delane Lamb as Jordan Evans goes back down to chase this one. And this will be icing against the Rocanville Tigers. Very slow pace, it seems like, for this third period again. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, it's not the usual high-tempo game that we're used to seeing in years past here, but
I don't think Rocanville will complain right at the moment, that's for sure. They got the 4-2 lead. They just want to probably try to get this one wrapped up as soon as they can against the Theodore Buffalos. As that one's off the rafters again and out of play. .552 gone here in the third. Buffs still down 4-2. Yet they have the puck in the Rocanville zone as Evans loses that draw up against Haney. Here comes the Tigers with it. Up the blue line up to the Theodore end. That's Dylan Haney. Haney gets the puck tipped off him, and then Mackenzie Flett heads the other way. Flett now makes a little move against Reeve. Reeve, that would be Flett taking the shot. Nice save there by Dakota Berezowski. He'll hang on. Tony Roebuck here to take the draw up against Dylan Haney once again. Roebuck takes this, wins the draw, shoot! That one there gets deflected. Here's a chance for McIntyre. Gets it to Roebuck. Takes a shot off the side of the net. Here's Sperling now. Sperling shoots it around, tries to get it over there. That's Robideau with it. Robideau gets it out and out of the Rocanville end.
Get your 50-50 tickets ready. We'll announce the winning number after the next stoppage in play.
Robideau takes a shot there and saved by Warren Shimko. He'll hang on. Buffs make some changes here. Here comes Colby Vrana on the ice as he loses this draw, and it ends up shot. No, hit the side of the net for the Tigers. Regal working along the boards
tickets out
with Colby Vrana. And Regal still gets the puck, gets it up, shoots, save made by Shimko and Roberts. Rebound for LeBoyne, and can't get nothing on it.
For $250 is 6867130. That's 6867130. You see Parker in the lobby to collect your winnings.
Schwartz is going to have a fever, and he's just wishing Roberts a happy Ukrainian Christmas.
Yeah, I'm sure.
As the Rocanville Tigers have a $250 50-50. Not a bad one for a night like this. Pretty good. Roebuck. Not sure what's going on here. We've got a little bit of an ice problem, I think, right along the Rocanville bench. Just cleaning some snow away, maybe?
No, they got the water bottle there, and
they're
looks
fixing.
like they're scraping snow into a particular spot there, and they linesing her down with the puck and the water bottles.
Yeah.
Must be a bit of a hole or something.
Yeah, they're fixing here. So, in the meantime, I'll tell you some other scores if I've got them here. Last I've checked, Langeberg and Wapella were tied 3-3 at the end of the second period. Melville beat Yorkton here tonight, 5-2. We've also got Weyburn in overtime beating the Estevan Bruins 4-3. Kindersley looks like they've lost against the Battleford North Stars. Boy, if you want to see a hot team on the ice, that North Stars, are they still undefeated?
In regulation, as far as I know.
Wow.
32 games.
32-game streak, that's something else, eh? Kindersley Clippers, 5-1 loss to Battleford's. Humboldt, 6-2 loss against the Flin Flon Bombers. We've got the Nipawin Hawks, 2-1 winners tonight over the Melfort Mustangs. And, of course, tomorrow night, if you're interested in some of those SJHL games, the Terriers will be playing in Melville to take on the Millionaires. And Melfort will be in Nipawin tomorrow night. And Estevan will be playing Weyburn in Weyburn. Humboldt will be in Flin Flon taking on the Bombers. Battlefords will be taking on Kindersley, in Kindersley this time. And, yeah, lots of good games here if you're interested in the SJHL as well. We still got a pretty good game going on here in Rocanville. 4-2 for the Tigers. Again, the game could break open at any time here. This game is far from over. Just the Buffs need to get some momentum going, and if they do, I mean, they can definitely pull into this game. Puck went off of the glove of Keenan Sperling and out of play there. Here's Roebuck with it. Roebuck wins it back over to Mackenzie Flett. Flett shoots this one deep into the zone, bounces and hits Ashley Howey, and Buffs end up with it.
Winner of the 50-50 was Gerald Shimko.
Well, Mr. Shimko from Halder will be buying the beer for the bus on the way home tonight, even if he doesn't realize it. Congrats, Gerald. Mackenzie Flett there with it. Flett throws it around the net, trying to get it up to Blaine Thompson, who loses it there against Ryan Regal. Regal now trying to make the puck come out, and Thompson will pitch this one back around and over to Caden Tapor. Rocanville gets this one back into the Buff zone. Here's Regal with it. Nice little move around Thompson against Sperling. Regal throws it up front, and that's a dangerous play if you got somebody sitting there, especially a guy like Noah Lemoyne, who's already got one here tonight. Here's the Buffaloes. Regal gets the puck taken off him. Here comes Tony Roebuck back up ice. Big Brett Hope takes that one off him. Brett Hope shoots. Save made by Regal. Rebound, scores. Puck bounced off of Warren Shimko and then straight over to Noah Lemoyne after a shot again by Howie. Kind of similar to the way the first goal was set up. Howie takes the shot and Lemoyne takes the rebound. And we've got a 5-2 game here for the Rocanville Tigers.
Yeah, the Buffs all focused on Brett Hope carrying the puck as he was taking a shot, and they just sort of lost Lemoyne in behind them, and he was sitting in a low slot, and the bounce came right to him. Empty net.
And with that, 5-2 for the Rocanville Tigers. And really, the Buffs have not had a whole lot going on this period.
Score number 11.
Including this right now.
Lemoyne, assist by number 25, Brett Hope. That's Lemoyne from Hope at 11-11.
Caden Malish, I believe, is taking the penalty here. They're going to have somebody substitute him out because he went to the penalty box or went to the bench injured. Looked like he had something with his wrist or something going on there.
Down the tunnel
went down straight to the tunnel. He didn't even hesitate, but he's coming back out here now. Looks like he'll be all right. And he took a slashing penalty. I didn't see the call. But when it rains, it pours for the Theodore Buffalos at the moment. They've got a penalty kill to deal with first here, being down 5-2. This could almost seal it, I would think, for the Rocanville Tigers. Here's Ziola. Ziola making a little move, trying to get around another guy. He's pretty talented with that puck, Ziola. And here he is again with it. Ziola trying to find something open. Misplays the puck.
Caden Malash, 2 minutes for slashing. It's Caden Malash, 2 minutes for slashing at 10:54.
So Malish with the slash. And Decker makes a nice little play there on Ashley Howie and takes that puck right off and sends it way down back to the goaltender, Berezowski. Rocanville works back up ice. Here comes the Tiger. Shoots! They save. Rebound! Beautiful chance there for Eli Hallcrow. But just Shimko is one step better in that one. As the Rocanville Tigers go and set up back down in their end. Here comes Brett Hope up with it. Puck taken off him by Blaine Thompson. Throwing back down ice. As everybody's trying to make some changes here. 44 seconds of the penalty left to Caden Malish. Took a slashing call earlier. Roebuck grabs that one, doesn't get into the Theodore zone, and pitched all the way back down ice with 33 seconds left. 9:25 left here in the third. Still a 5-2 Rocanville Tiger lead. However, they're on the power play right now as they step into the Theodore end. Here's Haney with it. Haney shoots. Nice little pass up and run. Just couldn't get a hold of it. It was Ryan Regal. Reevy with it. Reevy over to Lemoyne. Lemoyne steps out from behind the net and shoots. Save made. Rebound, scores! Buffs couldn't control that puck over and about beside the goaltender. And Dylan Haney gets this one here and pitches it down the ice and into the net.
Yeah, the Tigers just outworked the Buffs, the Buffs' own end. And just if you leave the puck bounce around like that, it's just a matter of time, and it's apt to be in the back of your net.
So power play goal for the Rocanville Tigers, and this one's 6-2.
22-27-15. Okay.
And the Buffs get this back down into the Rocanville end. Costly penalty at the wrong time, I think. I don't know. I didn't see what all happened there with Malish.
Tigers goal. Score by number 22, Dylan Haney. Assisted by number 27, Ryan Regal, and number 15, Eric Lemoyne. That's Haney from Regal and Lemoyne at 9:03.
Mackenzie Flett with it now. Takes it over back behind the Theodore end as he's getting chased around by Eli Hallcrow. Flett leaves it there for Thompson. Gets back to Flett. Roebuck. Can't quite get a hand on that one. Howie gets it back for the Tigers. Haney. Flett working on with the puck there along the boards. And Flett loses this puck as another Rocanville Tigers steps in. But now the Buffs have the puck and are heading back down ice. Rocanville can't quite catch that one, and that's going to be icing as Brett Hope is having a nice, lovely conversation once again with, I believe it's Caden Taphorn, who's going to get a penalty here as well. Slashing, I think, against the big guy. So Rocanville will go back to the power play. Also just got to stay composed here. They've got another game to play tomorrow night. And we need everybody all there, especially when Wapella is playing Angenberg strong tonight. You don't want to have an opportunity for them to maybe surprise a team or two here yet in the remainder of this season.
Slash game.
Good chance there by Brett Hope.
Number 89, Keaton Taphorn. 2 minutes for slashing. That's Taphorn. 2 minutes for slashing at 7:52.
So Taphorn gets the slashing call. And this should have been icing, but it was waved off very late as the Rocanville Tigers are making some changes here. Howie steps back onto the ice. Ashley Howie heading up ice. Gets it into the Theodore zone. Howie. Another nice throw in front of the net. LeMoyne just couldn't get a stick on it. Here's another chance. Saved by Shimko. Play from the blue line. Another chance. And Shimko hangs on to that one as Cole Roberts had a beautiful opportunity there when it came down and bounced right in front of Shimko. Very fortunately on that one, that wasn't a goal. As the Tigers have 57 seconds left on the penalty to Caden Taphorn. Evans will take this draw up against Haney. He wins it. Buffs have, if one thing you could say about them tonight, they've been very good on the draws. However, the Tigers still keep it in the Theodore zone. That one shot over the net, tipped, I believe, by one of the Buffalos. And Jordan Evans will take that draw once again. This time it's against Cole Roberts. Roberts loses this draw. Mackenzie Flett wins it. And he'll dump this all the way down the ice with 36 seconds left of the penalty over to Caden Taphorn. Rocanville gets the puck, heading up ice shortly. Here they come. Rocanville makes one move. It doesn't work. Jordan Evans gets this puck all the way back down the ice and behind the goaltender, Berezowski. Smith goes down to chase it as the Tigers head back up ice now. Here's Regal with it. Regal has lots of people with him. Shoots! Glove save by Shimko. Regal gets this one worked around the net, trying to get it back. Here is the Buffalos. But here's Brett Hope with it as the penalty expires to Taphorn. Hope goes around the net, tries to make a move, shoots off the top of the goalpost. Regal with it. Getting rubbed off the puck, that would be Caden Taphorn. And we've got a stoppage in play as Blaine Thompson is down.
I think he blocked a shot there.
Blocked a shot, and he looks like he's hurting a little bit. And he's, is he cut open? No, he's just very sore and tender. As Sperling and Decker come out to give him a hand, he is not putting any weight on that leg, and that is not a good sign, especially for the Theodore Buffalos, who they've got 6 defenders tonight, which is good, but that's a massive loss if Blaine Thompson is out for any length of time. Roebuck will take this draw up against Haney again. Roebuck wins this one back to Keenan Sperling. Sperling works it around, gets it up, and gets it out of the Theodore zone. However, right there is Hulkrow with it. And he gets it over to Hope. He gets it to Haney. Sperling pitches this one up. Hope goes, gets a glove on it, but can't keep it with him. And this is called the hand pass, I believe. And this one will end up just outside of the Rocanville line. 5:18 left here in the third at this point. What are you thinking, Phil?
I think Rocanville's just capitalized on their opportunities just throughout the evening here, and Theodore hasn't. I think that's the difference in the game.
Seems like it to me. Rocanville had a pretty good third period, though, and I mean it's helped also with a few penalties and everything that's benefited them.
That's true.
But overall, I mean, the Buffaloes have tried to play hard here tonight. They had a pretty good first period. Just seems like it faded away as the game went along. And maybe a tired team a little bit. I don't know how to say that after a break. But maybe a little bit of rust is showing on the Buffaloes a little bit in this first game as they come back from Christmas break. But you got to remember, so was the Rocanville Tigers on the same Christmas break. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Onslow has to say after this game. As the Buffs get it into the Rocanville zone. I've got another final here for you. I'll tell you about during the next stoppage of play. The Tigers go and just throw this one back down into the zone. It's a 4-goal game. You're going to try to get out of this one healthy and everything else if you're the Rocanville Tigers. Tony Roebuck with it. Roebuck gets it into the zone. However, doesn't go do much, and Rocanville Tigers have the puck back. Howie throws this one up and tipped into the end. That would be Lemoyne, I believe. And here's Colby Vrana heading up ice with a little bit of a head of steam. Vrana makes one move, man miss. Makes another shot, and that's blocked by Stefan Robideau. Robideau, of course, the Defensive Player of the Year last year for the Sask East Hockey League. Shot made, and that's a nice little save there by Dakota Berezowski. Final in the Long Lake Hockey League that we can tell you about now. The Foam Lake Flyers were defeated by the Drake Canucks 10-6, I believe it was. So the Drake Canucks didn't have a great start to the season, but they are coming back possibly and definitely looking to try to get some more momentum going into the second half of the season. Going into a little bit tougher of times, of course. It's always when teams are made of after the Christmas break is done. Here's Regal. Regal working along the boards. Hit there by number 12, Caden Malish. McIntyre. He's also getting pushed around by Eric Lemoyne. Here's Vrana with it. Colby Vrana. Heading up ice. Trying to make something and get something moving here. Here's a shot by Schwartz. Nice save there by Berezowski. A few little bit of pushing and shoving, and as I've been saying it the whole time, a little bit more of Christmas wishes. I don't know about that one there by Eric Lemoyne, if that's Christmas wishes, or looks like they're going to grab both of them and throw them out.
Yeah, it looked like everybody wanted to take their opportunity to have a chat with McIntyre there as he skated away from the net.
He's a popular guy. Everybody just wanted to say hi and see how he's doing. I'm sure that's what it was. Nevertheless, the two Buffalo there's one Rocanville guy there going to the penalty box. I believe it's Eric Lemoyne, number 15, and Colby Vrana is also going to be heading to the penalty box. It'll be even strength here, so no penalty. It'll just be 5-on-5. Again, 3:23 left here in the third. 6-2 for the Rocanville Tigers. Theodore takes a shot. That's blocked and bounced up. Here's the Tigers coming back out into the zone. Ashley Howie. Howie gets the puck into the zone. Here's a chance for Ziola. Takes a shot. Haney right on the right side. Just can't get it over to him. And that one there comes in offside. No, we've got two guys sitting there talking to each other. Schwartz and Hallcrow. Hallcrow throws his stick down. Schwartz is like, ha, 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 I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Helco got his stick up on Schwartz as the two of them went down the wall to start it and clipped Schwartz up. I'm thinking it's a high sticking penalty here. Caught him on the visor, or just under the visor. But
looks like they're going to, it might be just Hallcrow getting the one.
Looks like it.
Looks kind of like it, yeah. It'll be a power play for the Buffs here. 3 minutes exactly left in the clock. Or, as Phil has been teaching me, 17 minutes into the third.
Well, if we do this long enough, Adam, I'll get you converted.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, as the Buffaloes get a power play here, just to maybe get some momentum going in for tomorrow night, if nothing else. Or, hey, never know, maybe rally a big comeback.
Number 15, Eric Lemoyne, 2 minutes for roughing. That's Lemoyne, 2 minutes for roughing, 3:23.
As the Lane Lamb picks it up behind his net.
Buffalo's calling number 18, Colby Verana, 2 minutes for roughing. That's Verana, 2 minutes for roughing at 3:23. Rocanville Tigers calling number 8, Eli Halcrow, 2 minutes for high sticking. That's Halcrow, 2 minutes for high sticking at the 3-minute mark.
This puck's stitched down into the Theodore zone. No momentum yet so far for these two, for the Buffaloes, but hey, still can happen. Lamb now picks up the puck, throws it over to Flett. Flett over to Tony Roebuck. Roebuck with it. Roebuck makes a little bit of a move, takes a shot, just misses the top of the net there by Berezowski. I don't know if that deflected over or just was missed. Buffalo with it, and here comes a breakaway for the Rocanville Tigers. Another little chance, shoots. Nice save there by Shimko. Rebound, and we've got a fight in the back here. I wish I could zoom in on it. Brett Hope's got the gloves right off and is just mauling one of the Theodore Buffalos. I don't know who he was getting after.
I'm not sure who it was.
Caden Taphorn.
They were...
Taphorn is hurt too. That's a bad one.
Exchanging pleasantries back over in front of the net, back and forth, and it just carried over into the corner until finally Brett.
That's one guy that you really, really do not want to mess with is Brett Hope. And when it's a 6-2 game, that's a very, very dumb play to be doing.
Looks like they're taking...
Caden's going to go straight back to the lineup there and back into the locker room. Looks like he is...
favoring that arm or shoulder.
Arm or shoulder, exactly. It didn't look good. He threw his helmet off and went straight back over to the... straight into the tunnel into the locker room for the Theodore Buffalos. That's not a guy you can miss at any time, really. He's one of the leading goal scorers for the Theodore Buffalos. As the two referees, Rusnak and Jacobs, talk this one over a little bit, see what they're going to do. I would imagine that's the end of both guys' night.
I would think so. I suspect probably the injury probably come from when Brett Hope fell over on top of him, and Taphorn was kind of twisted when he went down, and I suspect he's twisted something, the shoulder or arm or something.
Yeah, it looked kind of high in the shoulder, and no suspicions yet, and no maybe, like I said, it just doesn't look good. We'll call it an upper body injury for now. But definitely did not look good for Caden Taphorn. As Schwartz and
officials to sort this one out. Looks like they're discussing with the linesman, trying to figure out maybe what else started that, and then because it was obvious what ended it, but what started it is probably what the refs are after. Yeah,
Schwartz and Robideau and Decker and some of the guys with some letters on them go and have a discussion with Mark Jacobs, the referee. A little bit of a delay here.
At the time of the incident, the play was at the other end, so focus was at this end of the rink, and those two were still back there.
Drawing at each other, and I think both guys are already in their locker rooms for that. So they're just going to go and talk it over with the timekeeper here, and we'll hear what exactly this is going to be in a few moments. Once again, while we got the moment here, thank you very much again for watching the feed tonight. Hopefully it's been working good for everybody and everybody's enjoying it. I don't do this as often as we usually do because sometimes it just doesn't work great in other arenas and other things. But Rocanville, it always works real well, and we're glad that we can do this and get some more eyeballs in senior hockey for sure. So. Looks like everything has been working good on my end. I hope it's been working good for you. As we still settle this one out here. Minute 53 left. I don't expect too much out of this, but I guess for the official boards, looks like Maybe Theodore's going to get the extra, or Rocanville's going to get the extra 2. So if it's 2 and a 10 and 2 and a 10, or 10 and 10 and 2 and a 10, either way, 2 quick ones, I guess, from Theodore, and they're 2 into it.
Well, for both clubs, the best outcome could be misconducts or something, because there's game misconducts, and that's going to mean suspensions.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens later on this evening with that, but hopefully there's nothing too much serious out of it. As Decker gets it to Lamb. Lamb shoots, tries to make it a slap pass over to Schwartz. He missed it. And this one heads down ice over for Tony Roebuck. Roebuck gets his puck over to Jordan Evans. Evans, that goes up high onto Stefan Robideau's face. And it was offside by the Buffaloes.
What are you hearing there, partner? He hasn't going up yet.
Not sure what's exactly getting called here. We're waiting for official word yet. See what happens. It's game misconduct. It'll definitely be some suspensions tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the roughing is 25 reps. 89 for roughing. Okay. Just 2 minutes each for roughing.
And the Buffalo score. Late consolation prize. That would be Tony Roebuck, I believe, that put that one in.
Yeah. First stop was made by Berezowski. I think looked like the rebound just happened to fall on Tony's stick, and he was able to backhand it up in the upper corner. And
you betcha.
You mentioned earlier, Adam, the difference in play in the third period. The Tigers have certainly outplayed the Buffs, and it's indicative of the shot clock now, too. It's now 35-25 for Rocanville, so they've really taken over the shots on net in the third.
Yep. As they send 2 more guys, I think, off the ice. Looks like Vrana and Lemoyne, the penalties expired, so they're both off the ice. And Shimko throws this one over, and here comes the Buffaloes quickly back up ice. Here's Roebuck with it. Roebuck.
Last minute of play in the third period.
As the last minute of the play has been called. Roebuck with it. Heading up ice, trying to make something move. Flat, looking for some lanes. Can't see nothing. Gets it over to Roebuck. That's almost blocked up by Regal and on his way, but not quite. Flat takes a hard shot over to Jordan Evans. Evans doesn't get that. And here comes Ryan Regal up ice again.
Rocanville Tigers penalty number.
Regal 25. Over quickly. 2
minutes for roughing. That's Hope. 2 minutes for roughing at 1:53.
Regal shoots.
Buffalo's penalty number 89. Keaton Taphorn. 2 minutes for roughing. That's Taphorn. 2 minutes for roughing at 1:53.
Well, there's a shorthanded goal for the Rocanville Tigers, and when you leave Mr. Regal standing all by himself 20 feet out in front of the net and the puck rolls right onto his stick, you just know where it's going.
Exactly, and it's a 7-3 game again. It's a 4-goal lead for the Rocanville Tigers. Just not a very good third period by the Theodore Buffalos. Not a great effort out there, and it shows on the clock and on the game sheet. This is only a 2-goal game.
Theodore Buffalo's goal scored by number 9, Tony Roebuck. Assisted by number 91, Derek Schwartz. That's Roebuck for Schwartz at 1:13. Rocanville Tigers goal scored by number 27, Ryan Regal. That's Regal and assisted at 28 seconds.
12 seconds left here in the game. I think it's mostly just for the record book, and then we'll try to get you some stars of the game here. We'll try to pick each one of us. We'll try to pick one player and see what we got for stars of the game. I think this might be a little bit one-sided for players from which team, as the Buffaloes take one more shot there. And this one is all but over. The Rocanville Tigers lay one on the Buffaloes here tonight. Not very often do you hear that. Both teams have usually been very good, but the Rocanville Tigers came out with a very strong third period and take it to the Buffs 7-3 here tonight in Rocanville. 3-star selection, I guess. I'll go first if you guys would like. I'll give it to the goaltender, Dakota Berezowski. He did make a couple saves. I don't know if the Buffs made it overly tough on him tonight, but he did make some good saves. And again, kept always his team right in front and always did pretty good that way. So my game star will go to Dakota Berezowski. Who do you think, Phil? Who do you got?
Well, I think I would go with Ashley Howie, and not only did he get 2 goals tonight, but he just, as always, dominant and very much an influence on the play whenever he's on the ice. He's just, is always heads up, set up, and whether he's playing forward, playing defense, whatever it takes. Ashley's always playing strong, so I'll go with Ashley Howie tonight.
Perfect. And we do have our public address announcer right here, so he gets a pick as well. Who do you think?
I go with Dylan Haney because he's just all over that ice tonight.
Exactly. I said a lot of times Dylan Haney tonight, and definitely one of those guys that for sure has done a great job. So, thank you very much.
From Wapella, they lost 6-4 to Landberg with Cole in their goal in the last little seconds of the game.
So a great game out in Wapella tonight, as the Wapella Blackhawks in the end do fall to the Landberg Warriors, but a very close game, 6-4 final in that one as well. Well, I think that does it for us here over in Rocanville tonight. Once again, the Rocanville Tigers take down the Theodore Buffalos 7-3, as I see Coach Onslow is having a few words with the referee. Some things never change as it goes. But you know what? Frustrating loss for the Theodore Buffalos. However, they've got to get over it pretty quick. We've got another one here tomorrow night against the Wapella Blackhawks. 8 o'clock puck drop in Wapella. I'm not sure if it's going to be streamed, so you'll have to make arrangements if you want to see it streamed. I will see what happens here. I may have to be on the bench as well, so I'm not sure what's happening, but we will figure it out here as the night goes along here and go from there. So on behalf of Phil Decker, I'm Adam Stewart. Thank you very much again for watching here tonight. Make sure you give the stream a like and a follow, and we'll see you next time when we have the next Theodore Buffalos game on here, YouTube, Facebook, and over on Twitter. Thank you. Have a good night. So, just one second.